It's been a real journey, and tonight made it all feel worthwhile.
How do you feel?
I feel great. We nailed it. We brought in some of the most extraordinary people on the planet, and we've got the momentum we need for the 100th anniversary.
Spirit of women making their mark, it is my great pleasure to welcome the groundbreaking woman who will give our first award, Mayor Kara Spencer of the City of St. Louis.
In Aerospace cannot be overstated here in St. Louis. Rhonda Homnebergy has over 25 years of aviation experience.
It's not just about celebrating the past, but using this platform to shape the future for the next century of aviation innovation. For Boeing, St. Louis is all about the future. One of those leaders is Teresa Claiborne, the first African-American female U.S. Air Force pilot.
We are proud to honor Teresa Claiborne with the Spirit of St. Louis Award.
Thank you so much. How about this, a podium that I actually can be seen over? You all know I'm just 5'2", right? Thank you so much to the Charles A. and Anne Morrow Lindbergh Foundation for this extraordinary honor. Thank you so much.
As we approach the centennial of Charles Lindbergh's historic 1927 flight across the Atlantic.
Born in 1906 in Englewood, New Jersey, Anne Spencer Morrow was the daughter of a diplomat, and she was raised in a world of intellect, literature, and global perspective. But she learned to fly. She learned to navigate by the stars. She mastered early airborne radio, no mean feat. She was, in the fullest sense, a pioneer.
honored to present the Anne Morrow Lindbergh Award to Dr. Frances Levine.
I'm pleased to accept the award. I'm pleased to have learned so much from Anne. Thank you so much.
So our next recipient knows exactly what that view looks like from a rare vantage point as she sped back to our planet at 7 miles per second. On April 10th, NASA astronaut Christina Koch splashed down after completing the Artemis II mission, becoming the first woman in history to journey around the moon.
Good evening. I am NASA astronaut Christina Koch, crew member on Artemis II, Soyuz MS-10 and 12, and ISS expeditions 59 through 61. I am joining you in spirit from NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. Being part of the first crewed lunar mission since Apollo 17 was the honor of my lifetime. Since our return, I understand is this: none of us are first alone. I am nothing without Katherine Johnson, Mae Jemison, Kathy Sullivan, and yes, Anne Morrow Lindbergh. I'm deeply honored to receive this prestigious award. I only wish I could be with you there this evening. I am inspired by work like that of this foundation.
99 years ago, my grandfather flew alone across the Atlantic, but history is never made alone. It took engineers, innovators, and dreamers, and a city willing to believe in the impossible, and that city was St. Louis. The people of St. Louis came together to fund a bold idea that changed the world. This foundation dares to go big and bold and change the world again. So whether through financial philanthropy, in-kind partnerships, advocacy, or simply bringing others into this movement, we need you. So if anyone else would like to join the Spirit of St. Louis 100 organization, we would love to have you. Thank you for joining us tonight, all of you, in the coming year, as we celebrate the next century of flight. Good night. I think that when the astronauts, Neil Armstrong and General Jimmy Doolittle and Gene Cernan, the last guy to walk on the moon, when they asked my grandmother if they could honor my grandfather, who had passed away, with a foundation that would help try to advance the technology that we need for civilization's needs and preservation of the environment, my grandmother didn't really want any more public-facing interactions, etc., but she thought this was worthy, and they thought it was worthy. All these people who first experienced that overview effect that now Christina Koch and the Artemis II astronauts have awakened in us again. That's incredibly powerful, but we knew we needed to carry this into the 100th. We need to tell people about this mission, and our payload is not just that message, it's education for kids. We need to inspire the next generation that are going to solve the problems, the grand challenges facing humanity, and we're on the way to doing that. This feels so good, and it's St. Louis that made it happen.